Hi. Do you ever just feel like these are the days of our caregiver lives? Remember those soap operas where you just didn't think it could get any more dramatic or any more worse, and it did? So here's what I'm looking at today as a caregiver. As a lot of people know, and a lot more people don't know, in-home care is not paid for by insurance, and you have to pay out of pocket. If you have Medicaid, sometimes you can get care if you're in a long-term care program with a case manager. But if you have Medicare, it's all paid out of pocket. 30% of my paycheck goes to taking care of my mother, and she contributes as well. It is so hard to find private care right now. We can't afford to hire an agency. An agency is between $29 and $45 an hour. And so we have to hire private caregivers and pay them just under the table. And we are literally down to 1.5 caregivers. My mom needs care part of the morning, just 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours at night. And we're down to 1.5 caregivers. And today, I schedule my work around when my mom has care. Today, the morning caregiver called in sick, and the night caregiver had to go take her family member to the ER, which is fine. That happens. But we can't find any other caregivers. And so in between meetings, I had to run and go take care of mom. And tonight after work, I'm going to have to run and go take care of mom. And then after I take care of mom, I get to come back and catch up on my work. And I would say, like, it can't get any worse. But as a caregiver, it's just going to be crazy. So, yeah. It's interesting because when mom had that stroke and she was in the ICU, I had no idea that insurance wasn't covered. Insurance didn't cover in-home care. And we had like $300,000 in savings between her and I. She has a great pension. I had a great job at the time. And, all that money was gone within 1.5 years. And I can't tell you how many garage sales we've done, how many GoFundMes that we've had to have, how many times I've had to give blood, how many times I've had to literally sell my clothes to pay for care for my mom, or to pay my rent because I have to pay for the care before anything else, before my rent, before my food, anything else. I've got to pay for that care. This is not a Christina Keys problem. It's a caregiver problem. And people are facing this every day alone. And trying to make it through. And what do you do? So I guess that's my question. If you're a caregiver, what do you do? What do you do? For me, literally, the only thing I can do is pray. And, for some people, they pray to God. Some people, they pray to Buddha. Some people, they pray to Jah, or, Larry the convenience store guy, or nature, or their higher self. I don't care what it is. But literally in these times, that's all we can do. And it'd be great if these situations would come up and we could be like, okay, I handled that crisis, it's over, and relax. But you can't, because you know what? If there's still hours in the day, there is still a pretty good likelihood that some shit's going to go down. And you just have to roll with it. And in between that, you got to just milk every minute that there isn't a crisis. Milk every minute that, you do have time to catch up, and handle the next one when it comes. So if you're a caregiver, what do you do in these kind of situations?